Hello again, everyone. Another message from YouTube. And these are some older ones that I think they're pretty good. This one's going to be kind of interesting, something I spoke about in an earlier video as well. Hello, Ollie. I just watched your Meet Normus video, and I think you are correct that your father was trying to cover up his gayness. My ex-husband, though not a narcissist, was very abusive towards me. He is the classic macho man, projecting a very tough image. He hated anything you could perceive as being gay. For a long while, I thought he hated women because everything feminine was gay. Girl colors were gay, gardening was gay, chick flicks were gay, salad was gay, beer and football were not gay, etc. He used to hang out with male cousins on my side of the family, and they used to horse around, acting gay, grabbing each other, wrestling, making sexual comments to each other. His favorite phrase was, "You're a fag, man," or he would yell out his car window at people on the streets in Spanish, "Pussy faggot." We had a black lab that he would not allow me to neuter because his dog would be a fag. He went so far as to get a female dog so the lab could get laid, just to prove he was not a fag. There was something strange and sick going on in that brain of his that I could not figure out at the time. Years later, when my oldest son came out of the closet, he was afraid to tell his dad, because, of course, dad is the ideal macho manly man who hates fags. That's when I began to put two and two together. He was probably trying to mask his own gay tendencies or thoughts. He was afraid of being labeled gay, that he overkilled it with the macho act. It's easy to see that now. Anyway, thanks for putting that one out there. I didn't foresee how the video would end, but you nailed it. Spot on, Melissa. Well, you're probably right, Melissa. Sounds like your ex-husband had some latent homosexual tendencies, and there's nothing wrong with being gay. This isn't he's gay, he's necessarily a bad guy. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, and it sounds to me like your husband probably was a narcissist, and because narcissists are all about image, and when you find out these people who the long history of anti-gay comments or fad comments or always obsessed about gayness, and like, if my son was ever a fag, I'd disown him, and usually it's because they're gay. A good example in a movie would be American Beauty with Kevin Spacey, where you had the military father who was anti-gay, anti-everything, and then at the end of the movie, he ends up, being gay, kissing Kevin Spacey, and then he can't deal with it, so he ends up murdering Kevin Spacey in his kitchen. This is something that is quite common, I think, and, when these guys get outed for being gay, it's usually, the ones who make the most anti-homosexual type of comments and statements, and had this persona of like this macho manly man, and the fact of the matter is that he's gay, and like when these guys can't keep their friggin' hands off each other and constantly, that is some latent homosexual tendencies, and they should just be honest with themselves and the world and just embrace it at this point. But that's not what they do. They go into such a self-narcissistic protective mode that, you're right, they overcompensate for their being gay, but they'll always give you signs. I mean, the fact that he would go so far as not having a dog neutered and then getting it a female dog just so he could prove his dog wasn't gay is that a red flag? So thank you for your story. Interesting comments. But yeah, it's stuff I've heard a lot. I have gotten a lot of communication off that Meet Normus video where I I remember my father going to this health club that got shut down as a gay, basically a gay grindhouse, where these guys are at the gym, but they're in the sauna giving each other head, and oh God. And then I remember the guy he used to go there with, and it was like, ding, like, wow. So yeah, I mean, that's where a lot of my father's aggressiveness towards me came from, always walking around naked, his obsession with pornography. There are so many red flags to somebody who's masking what their sexual orientation is. So thank you for the comment. I really appreciate it. Sorry it took so long to get to it, but I'm kind of glad I did, because I do have so many stories to read here. For everyone else, thank you for watching. If you enjoy this channel, if you want to see it grow, please consider donating to the GoFundMe link in the description box. And remember, if you want your story read, because I do have hundreds of these stories still to read. If you do want your story read, if you make a donation, doesn't matter if it's $5 or more, you go right to the top of the pile, and I immediately make a video for you. So this is Ollie Matthews. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all again shortly.